Welcome, Clay. You jumped in here kind of early, it looks like. That's very good. Sorry if I'm a little delayed in my startup time here. Just going to rig the camera up, get it set up. And we're going to zoom in just a little bit. Just a tiny bit there. See if I can't slide the camera over a little too. Make it a little more equal. Yeah, it looks pretty close to good. All right. So we got the camera set up, and this week we have a special guest carver. Well, not really a guest carver per se, but she's going to give it a go. She's going to do her best, and I think what we've decided on that we're going to try to carve today is going to be mushrooms. I think that's what we're shooting for. I'm going to set my tablet up here so I can have that where it needs to be. That way I can see everything I need to see and say hello to who pops in. Follow along in the comments. At least that's the plan.
Here, I need you to do a peer review of Samantha. From the people who brought you.
Turn that volume down, we don't need that. All right, good evening, Clay. Skip that ad. All right, get myself set up here so I can see all these comments coming in live. Turn those on. I don't know what I did here. I have to fix something. I did something with my tablet. Now I can't see what I want to see. Somehow I've got to change that for sure. Is this audio or the quality of the picture? Get that set up real quick. And then there we go. That's the screen I want to see. All right, I got my screen set up now the way I want to see it, and I gotta make sure I got the quality. There we go. All right, here we go. So, tonight, as I said, we had a special guest carver coming in. Not really a carver yet, but we're going to see. She's going to do her best. Tonight, I have my lovely daughter is going to be carving on the opposite side of me. And I've set her up with my old mask and some safety glasses, and she's going to be carving with a tack life, which is my backup rotary tool for carving. So I figured I got two rotary tools. Why not see if she wants to carve? So she's going to give it a go. I've pre-cut these down to 3.5 inches, and we're going to attempt to make mushrooms out of these guys. That's the plan. We're going to see. She's laughing at me. You can say hello to everybody, Lex.
Hi.
Your hand got in there, but not your face.
Hi.
It doesn't matter. Your face doesn't have to be in there.
Hardly.
It's halfway in there. All right. So I think what we're going to start out with is just give her some basic rotary tool knowledge. There's a whole bunch of different bits in here, and this is your spanner wrench. This is what you're going to use to change out your bits. And the bits in here, you're probably not going to mess with too much. I just left this out because it's with the tack life. So you'll keep your spanner wrench there. And there's your flex shaft over there to your right. Since you're right-handed, grab that whole flex shaft thing. Nope, not the whole thing, just the hand piece at the bottom.
Oh.
There it is. That's all you need. Now with this, in order to tighten this, you have to, unfortunately, this is one of the things I don't like about the Tack Life flex shaft, it is not a user-friendly swap. Like, it's really not. You have to have this goofy little L-shaped tool or even a carving bit, but I like to use the tools they provide. So these two tools are going to be tools that you're going to use pretty regularly, but with the Tack Life, unfortunately, there's no locking push button, so you have to rotate till you find the hole and hold it in place like that. So you can hold it with your thumbs. It's just kind of cumbersome. I don't really like it, but that's how you're going to end up changing your bits. And we're going to start you off. I'm going to start you off. I got two extreme flame bits. We're both going to use the Kutzall extreme flame burr bits. Nudge this over just a little. So I'm going to use one. You're going to use one. So, yeah. All right. So take your bit here. I'm going to grab my little spanner wrench and we'll do this together so you can learn how to do this together. So take your bit and slide your bit down inside of the piece there. Okay. See how it's touching right here? You don't really want that touching. You want to back it off just a tiny bit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same as I got mine right here. And then just rotate it until it gets too hard to, no other way. Pull it out just a little bit. Okay. And then pick up your wrench and tighten it down good and snug.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to that. That's why I don't like that. This is a lot easier because I just have to hold that button. I'm going to throw in my ear protection now because I'm giving you
This
the,
is annoying.
yeah, you got to turn it to the right to tighten it.
I think that's
Got it
good.
good and snug?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me just double check and we'll make sure. I don't want the bit flying about on you. Yeah, you're good. You take that out and you're good. And then on the side of your Dremel, go ahead and just pull the whole Dremel down. It's kind of clipped on there. Okay, so on the Tack Life Dremel, this is your speed control. You're going to run it right at full speed. You don't need to worry about anything because this is cedar, it's softwood. Those Kutzall bits are going to eat right through it. This is your on off. Okay. That's how you're going to control it with that on off. And go ahead and hang that back up like it was, because you want your flex shaft to kind of stay somewhat straight or very little curve on it. So when you're using it, you use it just like a pencil, just like you're drawing with a pencil. You do the same way. Move it about, do what you got to do, and carve that way, and shape and shave and do everything you need to do. I need to grab a pencil so that we can do what we want to do for drawing wise. And I need this so we can sweep our sawdust out of the way. Okay. So you are a far better artist than I am. So you can pick your first piece of wood and just draw the profile of your mushroom. You're going to make it 3D. You get to pick whichever one you want.
The tops aren't like big enough for the top though.
Sure, you're just going to make it small. They're going to be
Like
small
in
mushrooms.
Teeny tinies?
They're going to be teeny tinies, yep.
Like that big?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be
That's really
smallish.
hard.
You just know that right now, this is your limit, right? So if you made it round, right, that's your limit. That's your working limit, is those edges for the roundness of the mushroom.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. It doesn't matter. You just pick the one you want. That's the one you want to start with?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and draw that on there. And it doesn't have to be super dark because that's just going to be your reference line.
I just want it to be.
You want it to be
kind of
darker? We can give you a
Just
marker.
so I don't. No, it doesn't need to be that dark. I just need to be able to see it. Good.
I use a marker so I can see it all the time. Get my cuts all, or my inks all. I always mess up and call this Milwaukee Inksall marker a Cutsall marker, but it is definitely not made by Cutsall. It is definitely 100% made by Milwaukee. And then yeah, draw your, I would do it on this side because it's a little cleaner, and draw your shape of your mushroom on there. Put your little stem at the bottom and draw your shape of your mushroom. This is the first time I've ever carved a mushroom too, so should be interesting just how absolutely not great my carving skills are. And mushrooms are, I think the mushroom's a good choice for a first and easier carve. What's up, Jim? How you doing, buddy?
I wonder if Curtis is here yet.
Right now there is 3 viewers, including myself here. So I don't know if Curtis is here or not. If you want to text Curtis or whatever you want to do so he can tune in, you can do that if you'd like to, before we actually get going.
Oh, he said it wasn't working. He was gonna ask me to send the link, but he said he got it now, so it should be good. Should be good.
So I'm going to make my mushroom kind of look like a little bell. Take your stem all the way to the bottom and take your other thing all the way to the top. That way you get a good height in your mushroom.
Well, look.
It's okay. You've never done it before. Neither have I. I just know my starting point versus your starting point. So. Hello, Central Town. I haven't seen you pop in here. I don't know if you're Lexi's friend, but thanks for popping in. Appreciate you coming in. Oh, okay, it is Curtis. Central Town is Curtis.
Hi.
He made his username a while ago. Thanks for stopping in, Curtis.
Well, if I make it like this, it's not gonna be able to stand up. So.
No, so do it like this. See how I did mine? I'm going to make the bottom of mine wider so that when I stand it, it's got more of a platform, and that'll be a 360-degree stand-up platform as well, right? So this
I
will,
don't want the bottom like that.
huh?
I don't want the bottom circular.
It does, well, you'll make like a little hill, right? So I'm going to make like a little hill, and potentially just imagine that the stem is going into the ground. I'm just putting a little mound of dirt on the bottom is potentially what's going on. That way it stands up. And you don't have to make the drawing perfect right now because you're going to do a whole lot of cutting and carving and knocking that away.
That looks weird.
Just like I said, imagine that it's going all the way down.
I don't like it.
Well,
I'm too much of a perfectionist for this.
well, this isn't the spot where you're going to need the perfection anyways. If you want to be a perfectionist, it's fine, but you gotta, it's going to happen in the carving, not on the drawing. The carving is the important part. That's awesome, Clay. Did you post them in the carving group? And for anybody who's not already in the carving group that doesn't understand what the carving group is, there's a carving group on Facebook. It is the absolute hands down best carving group in all of the world. And it is Carving Fusion's World of Wood Carvers. That is the carving group. And just like, it's a really great group, lots of supportive people, lots of good information in there. Everybody's good to each other, so it's just a really, really good group, especially if you are looking to get into wood carving and you just want to get some experience and some knowledge. This is where to go.
Just a mosquito.
You might want to make your stem a little bit lower because you want the rounded top to come to the top. That way you get the full block of the mushroom, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. It can be a kind of flat top mushroom if you want it to be a flat top, or it can be a marshmallow.
Are you calling my mushroom a marshmallow?
It's a little marshmallowy right now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Artist.
Definitely not an artist. Okay, I'll definitely swing by and check that out, Clay. And where are you posting your wood spirit, Jim? Because I don't think you got onto Facebook yet, right? Remember, your detail is not going to come in the drawing. See how basic I did mine?
I know, but if my drawing's not good, I'm not gonna be able to like carve it right.
I know, and that's okay. I'm just letting you know so that you know you're going to get you're just roughing it out right now. You're going to do all the rough work with this. So that's what you're going to start out with, is doing the roughing in work. So make sure this fits your face, and your safety glasses, put those on too. And then it snaps in the back. You're going to put your safety glasses on before that though. Here, take the mask off first. There we go. I should have told you to take the mask off first. I'd let you use the RZ mask, but that one is going to be too big for you for sure. Yeah, you should post it, Jim. No fear. Just post it, man.
I think it does flipped.
See your clips here? Nope. Yep. Just like that. That's all. And then pull it. Pull the straps to get it tight to your face. Pull the other side too. Not just one.
I don't like this. This is not comfy.
It's not the most comfortable. These are a lot more comfortable, but this is sawdusty. With all the sawdust, I don't want that getting into your lungs. That's not good for your lungs.
Where's the other?
Well, maybe it is only one side. I don't know. Or you just pulled it all the way around. It doesn't have to be super tight on your face. Are you okay?
It's kind of hard to breathe in here, but.
Yep, it is. It does take away a lot of your breathing ability, unfortunately.
Yeah, for real. It's not comfy at all.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
These are your earphones or your headphones for your noise reduction. So I'm gonna put this over here. We'll put these over here, I guess is fine. All right, so when you carve, be careful not to do this, right? Because these things will tear your hand up. If you're gonna carve and you're gonna take away a side, just be very slow. You can be very gentle. You don't have to be super hard on it. That's not what you want to do, but you want to just kind of follow everything that you got going on here, right? So you want to kind of get your shapes in because you're doing this 3D. You kind of want to set a couple of points where you're going around and knocking stuff away, and then you kind of round it up. So I'm going to do this right along with you, and we're going to do the same thing on the stem side, right? So we're going to kind of just draw this lines, just kind of rough lines all the way around it. Guess we could have left the masks off for a minute, but these are just rough shape lines, just so you have an idea all the way around. All right, so you know that one's a spot where you're going to hit. You know, this is going to be an indent spot where it's going to flare out a little bit more. Again, nothing perfect. You're just trying to make it rough shape. All right, just like that, just rough shapes. I need to get a screen for the garage so I can open the garage door and allow the cool air to come in. Oh yeah, sure, Jim. I'll definitely introduce you again.
I feel like this is gonna be not proportionate.
It doesn't matter, Lex. It really doesn't. It's going to be your first carving, so it's something that you're going to keep and you're going to look back on, and it doesn't matter if it's proportioned at all. not at all. This will be your very first one, so you can keep it and just see where you go from there. So Jim, this special guest is actually my daughter. She is going to attempt carving with me and see if she likes it, and maybe something that her and I can do together from time to time, and she can have fun with it, and I can have fun with it. If she likes it, we'll get her set up with more stuff, better masks and things like that. For right now, she's just giving it a go. Want to say hi? You can say hi. No?
That looked kind of stupid right now.
We all do when we have our
I
card
don't
and
even
stuff
know
on.
if I can- Hi.
And Jim says that his first one was awful as well, and he says
No,
welcome.
but like, I'm trying to make it so you can like see the inside where like the lines would be
You'll do that
in
with
a
the card.
mushroom. But then like if it pulls around, it's like kind of hard to like make it
Yeah,
rounded.
that's why we're roughing it out first, okay? So you're going to get all your rough shape in, and then you'll get the detail of going up inside of it. Because remember, I mean, your stem is going to be that big all the way around, right? So you got to carve all that away and get that in there. And then all of this, so really essentially your stem, if this is the top of the mushroom looking down at the widest point, your stem is actually going to be here, right? So you're going to do what you're doing right there. You're going to do all that here, all the little mushroom lines. Now it kind of looks like a butthole and not a mushroom line. But that's essentially what you're going to do. It's kind of hard to visualize because you're drawing on a 2D surface. You're not drawing 3D, but you're going to carve it 3D. You're going to draw it 2D and carve it 3D. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, I just don't know how I'm gonna like.
And your buddy Curtis says it's okay. He doesn't know how to do it either.
Yeah, Curtis, literally like when I do it, I'm gonna have to put like the stem like in the middle, but then like some of the picture will be gone, and then it's just I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work good. Thank you, Jim. Jim says that you have a great teacher there, Lexi. And Clay, she's never too young to get her started. At least get the handpiece in her hand and let her pretend at this point. Clay has a two-year-old daughter that wants to do some carving.
Oh, 2 years? Oh my God.
No, you don't actually have it started for her. Just let her pretend, right? Let her. No power. Just let her pretend. Then she can have fun and get used to the handpiece. And Jim says that he was 50 when he started. 50.
Dang.
All right, so let's get ready to fire up our tools. Do you want to watch me for a second and see what I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put this back on. It's so hard to breathe.
Yeah, it's a little hard to breathe. If you like this more, then we'll get you a more fitting RZ mask. It's much better. just going to do the same thing that I just did, right? You're going to just carve around it. You're going to take it very rough, and that's why we have these lines drawn around so that you know how far to go down. But you can literally, yours is a little bit different. So you get to just round yours all the way over the way you have yours. So just start on the corner and just keep working your way around all the way until you get to that line. And what you're going to want to do is, you know, this is your low point that you don't want to round past, right? So draw this line straight across. And it's just got to be a rough line. Right, and then that's going to keep you kind of the same all the way around. So you'll do this the same way that I just did, but you're just going to keep going around and around in circles all the way around it. Okay? And you're going to round it over until you get to that line. And then you basically got the dome of your mushroom done. And those are your sides. Okay, go ahead and give it a shot. I'll watch you for a minute.
No, good.
Read some comments here. Yep, I could definitely use the bandsaw to remove a bunch of the bulk from the stem. I used the bandsaw on some other projects, but since this is cedar and it's really, really soft, I wanted to let her get a good hand on what it feels like to carve and let her really feel the experience of carving. But since cedar is so soft, I didn't really feel the need to jump in with the bandsaw right yet, especially on a smaller piece. These are 3.5 inches tall. I have been carving for about 2 years, Curtis, 2.5, maybe 3 years. Lots of other carvers are far more experienced than me. I just have fun doing it. I've done a few good projects and many bad projects. That's a given with anything, right? You're not going to have perfection in every single thing that you do, but I've definitely done many of bad projects and only a few really good ones. Hey Matt, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. And just so you have another introduction there, Matt, my special guest appearance carver tonight is my daughter Alexia, who is doing her first ever carving, and she's doing it live. So yeah, she gets to do some fun stuff. Go ahead and start your tool up. Put your handpiece in your hand first, and then start the tool. Put this in your hand first. Nope. Yep, just like that, and then start it with your other hand. You can pick this up after. Yeah, it vibrates a little. Remember, like I said, just go around the top.
Okay, right.
And get a feel for it, because it moves quite a bit. Try to use the side of the bit, right? Try to use the side of it. That way you get more wood removed. If you come at this angle, it'll remove that whole edge really fast. Just like this. Yep, there you go. Just be careful when you get to the edges and not moving, because it will bite you. It's okay. Yep, don't jump on you. It's getting too hot. Okay. So yeah, sometimes they can get pretty hot. They're kind of air cooled, so to cool it off, just let it run. Yeah, it is pretty warm.
Yeah, it was burning the inside of my hand.
Yeah, that can happen. So turn it on. Usually if the shaft is too much bend in it, it'll heat up. But if you just kind of hold it and let it spin, usually that helps cool it off. That's a little better. Okay, you can shut it off. So sometimes it'll heat up on you when you're working it really hard, which is okay to do. It will heat up on you. So don't think that you're doing something wrong. They do heat up sometimes. And sometimes when they get really, really hot, you just gotta let them kind of air cool off. The Dremel ones, in my opinion, work a lot better. They don't heat up as much. Like I was working mine way harder than yours. So they don't heat up as much. I like working with the Dremel ones better. So if this ends up being something that you really like doing, we'll get you into a Dremel. This is normally just my backup. If my Dremel breaks on me, then I use that. Yeah, well, working with knives, Jim, I would definitely wear gloves. I don't like wearing gloves with the extreme flame burrs, because when they grab and they twist and they pull. And in my regular line of work, we are very, very big on anything rotating. You do not wear gloves with. If somebody would really like to wear gloves using these bits, I definitely would recommend that you're going to use a leather glove, either cow or deerskin or some type of thick, heavy duty leather, so that when this does graze, it doesn't grab. Anything with fibers, these bits are going to grab, it's going to wrap up, it's going to twist your tool, it's going to do all kinds of crazy stuff on you while you're trying to not get caught up. It's going to get you caught up. So I definitely do not wear gloves when it comes to power carving and these heavier duty burrs, we'll call them. Just personal preference. I don't. Some people do, but I personally don't. Yes, as I showed on my table a few weeks ago, I had the same table, but yeah, I just barely touched it. It grabbed it and it tore into it real fast right there without any type of issue. Luckily, I didn't break my flex shaft, but yeah, they grab really, really fast on any type of fabric. And this is like a leathery type of fabric. So it can grab even your softer leather. So I definitely recommend a thicker, more abrasively hard leather if you're going to use any kind of glove with it. Definitely a glove of that nature. Ready to go? Ready to continue on? All right, let's continue on, kiddo.
Still hot, though.
Yep.
It's not like hot enough to like burn me, but it's probably gonna heat up quick again.
Okay, well, turn it on and let it run for a couple seconds before you start going. And if you feel it warming up, just back off and let it run on the air. Just like let it run in the open air for a minute, okay? Getting hot again? Yep, oops is right.
This thing is like fire.
Yeah,
I
oops
can't
is
do
right.
anything. I can only go for like 2 minutes and then it turns to fire. It's
Yeah,
cooled
that's
down
really
a little
hot.
more now.
That is really hot. So, I'm gonna try to fix that. I gotta look and see if they send that filled with grease or not, because if they filled this with grease, that will cause that issue. So if your flex shaft is filled with grease, that can cause that massive issue. All that you really want to do is take a piece of paper towel. Try to get this kind of in-camera screen here. Yeah, so if they fill your flex shaft with grease from anywhere, and this one is very lightly greased, but if they fill it with grease, just take your flex shaft, inner shaft out of it, and just take a paper towel and run it around. Just clean it up. All right, so you remove some of the grease, and then just slide your flex shaft back in. And the straighter your shaft is, the better it is. And screw yourself back down. If this still heats up, I have one other flex shaft that might work on this off of another knockoff brand Dremel, and it might actually fit and work on this. So we'll try that if we need to. We'll see if that helps you out. In the meantime, stupid freaking thing.
Maybe you can put like.
I
don't
can
know,
glue
maybe
it back
you can-
together.
Yeah, either you can do that or like make a little like
I'm gonna
pond
see.
out of wood and then
It'll
you can
stand,
make it.
so I don't care. It'll
Like you
stand,
put, like,
so
a little pond. Like if you made a pond and like glued
Maybe.
it to the side, that would look cool.
maybe. And since it'll stand, I'm not too concerned. I'm just gonna knock this down all a little bit more so that it's more like the ground. And I don't care that it's busted a little bit. But I did get my stem pretty thin, or, you know, not super thin, but thin enough for what I'm doing. So I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, I like carving birch too. I've done quite a bit of carving in birch. Lexi does have a very, very light touch.
What do you mean?
Yeah, she's got a light touch, and I think that's good, especially being a new carver, not pushing herself too much on it. I think it's a good idea for her to.
Oh, because I've barely done anything.
Well, no, I'm pushing hard. I'm pushing kind of heavy into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm more comfortable with the tools, and I've worked with them more, so I know a little bit more about them than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So, no biggie. You're doing what you do, and you're doing it in a comfortable way. That's what's important. Charging your comfort level. It's not a race. You're not here to impress anybody. You're just here to have fun. So it doesn't matter. hot? You got a little something in your eye?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the wood in my eye.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. You bought yourself under the fingernail? Yep. Just be careful. Hot. I'll try that other hand piece. I'm gonna grab you that other hand piece. Maybe that'll be a little bit better for you.
Maybe.
Let's see. I agree, Matt. Dragons need to have spikes. Yeah, long videos, nothing wrong with those. Lord knows I do a ton of long videos. Yeah, editing is a huge mission. All right, let's see. This handpiece is really similar to that, so I'm hoping it'll work. I'm hoping it's like the same everything.
It's still hot.
Yeah, hopefully this one will work better. We'll see.
It's been cooling off for like 5 minutes.
Give me the little wrench. Just this one. We'll see. Maybe this will work. Feels like it might. As long as the
Hopefully.
threads are the same on this. The threads are not the same. No. All right, that's not going to work. But that's okay. At least we know that one's not going to work for it. So I guess we got to put this one back in. What we'll do is I'm at more of a detail point now than you are. So we'll switch tools. Let you
Okay.
use that one. 'Cause that one's not going to heat up as much. I'll use this one. And I'll do more detail work and you can do more heavy work.
I've hardly done anything because it just keeps heating up.
Yep, no problem. We'll just, like I said, we'll switch tools. No big deal. Then I can leave you with that Kutzall burr that I'm using. You can cut away and do what you got to do. And then you can use this Dremel. 'Cause that'll be a lot less hot for you. Try to take this plug out of here. Come on. There we go. Get you set back up over here. You don't need to worry about the speed on it. It's already set for the speed.
Okay.
This handpiece is probably a little bit more comfortable than that one. This is your on-off switch. Okay. You should be good. You can start with that, and I'm going to hook this up over here. I'm going to break out a different burr and do less heavy work. So I'm going to take this from you. And I'm going to take this. And I'm going to take this too because I'm going to switch to a burr that's in there in a minute. Possibly. I might use more of a, I think I'm going to use my ball burr. And I'll get into the inside of that and recess it a little bit. Cutting your fucking steel now.
Yeah, this is a lot better. The other one is hard to press down.
Alright, so that's on video performance there. That's the Dremel brand is definitely better for rotary tools than the Tacroid. She's gotten quite a bit more done already with that. I'll keep her on the Dremel. I'll stick with the Tacroid for now. detail very, very well. Especially if they're doing your softer hardwood. You didn't want to hit your protection? Okay. Wrap up. Jim says that it's taking shape and looking good, Lexi.
Thank you. My nose is running. Like,
Yeah, the RZ masks are way nicer. You can breathe a little bit better and
oh,
just overall better.
need to go fix my nose.
Well, I'm gonna try to carve me a little face into this guy. Not saying it's gonna be good, but whatever. Yeah, I'm a big fan of RZ masks. They're affordable masks, which is great. They're not ridiculously expensive, especially for us bearded folk. But they work well. They're exceptionally good for even beyond their price point. But it's just great overall. They're just great masks. I absolutely love mine. I have the RZ M2. That's what I use, and I love it. I would let Lexi use it right now, but my face and my head are way bigger than hers. Good, good. Okay.
Yeah, it keeps falling in the light.
Keep flying in your eyes.
Yeah.
You want me to give you a different set of glasses that are goggles?
Maybe?
If you want some goggle style glasses, I have those.
That should be okay. I think it's just because I'm getting so close.
I use the goggle style ones when I use the chainsaw. Coming along.
Yeah.
You're coming along okay.
I think I'm sick.
Why?
Because I had a sore throat this morning. And now my nose won't stop running.
My nose is running too inside of the mask. Your nose will always run inside of the masks.
Oh. Well, it's extremely annoying.
Yeah, it can be. I don't know why I'm spending so much damn time sanding this. I don't even care about this piece.
It's the perfectionist in us.
So you put a little smiley face on yours?
Yep, I did. I didn't need to, but I decided to.
That's cute.
Yep. And then I smoothed them out really good with a 320 grit sandpaper.
I kind of like mine rough though. It makes it look more real.
Well, if you like it that way, that's all that matters.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Because it kind of looks like more real.
What do you think about carving at this point? Jim wants to know.
I like it. I'm just a little bit irritated because
When-
my hand hurts. And then my nose keeps running, so I have to keep stopping and. But I like it.
She's asking for your opinion, guys. Do you think she should leave her mushroom rough or should she smooth it out?
Because I feel like on the stem, I'm not finished with the stem yet, but I feel like on the stem, it kind of makes it look more real. Maybe I'll smooth out like this part, but I feel like on the stem, it makes it look more real.
The cool thing is you can do it however you want because it's your piece, it's your art.
Yeah, I don't know. I think someone commented.
Jim says that he's liking it, and Clay said that he would leave the stem rough but polish the cap, like sand the cap.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how much thinner. I think I should go a little bit more thinner on the stem.
Jordy, how are you, buddy? Yes, the duet. The father-son duet. Jordy's in here watching now, too.
I don't know how to.
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't know where.
Oh.
Where my hand was.
Oh, that's cool. You can see the comments on the TV, Jordy. I was gonna leave this thing all wood grain. It's not looking too bad. It's not focused really good. Put your hand behind it and that'll help it focus, and move it this way a little bit. There you go. Now it's focused better. Jim says, nice job, Lexi, with the all caps and
Oh
exclamation
my
point.
god. Thank you. It's so hard to get it. Oh, hello?
Drop some dust there, huh?
Well, you guys get the point. I can't find it in the camera, but
Are you gonna paint too, or are you gonna just leave it wood color?
I don't know. I'm scared if I paint it, I'm gonna mess it up because I actually like it right now.
Well, all that matters is that you like it. You don't have to paint it, right? So you can paint it or not paint it, doesn't matter. All that matters is that you like it.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna mess up if I paint it.
Maybe, maybe not. But who cares? It's the first one. That's my first mushroom. I've never done a mushroom before.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yours
leave it.
reminds me of a Mario character.
Huh?
Yours reminds me of a Mario
You're
character.
darn right it reminds you of a Mario character. I wasn't really going for super realistic, so I'm fine with it.
I accidentally chipped off the edge over here, so I'm just leaving it and pretending like I didn't. Curtis probably isn't still here.
Well, there's 6 people watching. Jim said to sign it, Lexi.
Sign it?
Yeah, you gotta sign your carvings. Sign your work.
Okay. I don't know if I want to carve it anymore. I don't think so.
Well, you don't have to carve it. I'm just saying to sign it. Like you
No,
add
like
your...
I don't want to like add anything else. Is what I mean. Ugh. This has got to be one of the most annoying things on the planet.
What, me?
No, this mask. Felt like I was about to like stop breathing the whole time. Whew. Okay.
See, and now, Lexi, if you really like carving, now you're going to have to join Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers.
Should I just put my initial?
You're supposed to carve it.